And welcome everyone to the city of Chicago, the city of broad shoulders, a place that eagerly embraces those that roll up their sleeves and embrace arduous work. And that's what lies ahead tonight in the shadows of greatness at the United Center as Giannis Antetokounmpo and the 2021 NBA champs come to town, the Milwaukee Bucks. Welcome everyone to NBA Friday, presented by State Farm. It's the Bucks taking on the Chicago Bulls in a pivotal game for both these teams, as Lopez and the Chicago Bulls gonna run one here, and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Dame is lighting it up from the three-point line to start the ball game, and Giannis does what Giannis does best, just gets to the cup.
Say our ABC NBA Saturday primetime matchup has Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets squaring off against LeBron and the Lakers. 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Coverage tips with NBA Countdown at 8 o'clock. And the Nuggets getting a win last night against the Miami Heat in a rematch. And we got a time onto the floor. Andre Drummond with another field goal, his second of the game. A reborn Drummond. 7-point game when we come back. Hey, left it on the front rim, and Caruso took a huge sigh of relief. He saw what we saw.
Hey, but that first quarter belonged to Giannis. Getting to the paint, finding his open teammate, open three. Best in the league when it comes to finishing at the cup.
Got a timeout first.
Good things happen when the ball gets moving, and Pat Bev draws multiple defenders. There is nothing you can do about this, Mark Jones.
Doc Rivers tasked with turning the Bucks into a championship contender. And after a rather lethargic beginning, things have started to turn in his favor in Milwaukee's way. They've got the third best defense in the month of February, hoping to carry that into March. And right now, part of the big picture is trying to get the offense to move up too. Finished building a new home in the area. Mom Gina, shout out Gina, Miss Gina up the street, had brother and sister down the street. His entire community was there, and he's making the adjustment. From Crowder, his first field goal of the game. Perfect timing. Not quite Dame time, but good timing nonetheless. Folks, stay tuned for the Total Halftime. We'll join Malika, Wendy, and Perk after these messages.
The NBA on ESPN, presented all season long by State Farm, is brought to you by Marriott Bonvoy. Over 30 hotel brands and 10,000 global destinations.
Welcome back, everyone, to NBA Friday, presented by State Farm. The city of Chicago, the second city aglow at night. And it's Bulls trying to catch flyer right now. As we take a look at our first half stats brought to you by Lincoln, some of the cogent numbers. The Milwaukee Bucks shooting 9 of 21 from deep, sizzling, out-rebounding the Bulls as well. Surprisingly behind in the points in the paint. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Jones, courtside, along with Stephanie White. Katie George joining us in just a moment. Katie, when you look at some of the reasons as to why Milwaukee is up as much as they are, there's one reason: Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That first half was all about Giannis. He imposed his will at every point. I mean, this is a guy who is just so tough to contain. You draw multiple defenders, 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. He finds his open teammate. He gets to the paint. He knocks down threes. What? 1 for 1 from the three-point line. But this is what he does best. Leads the league in paint points at over 20 a game. There is nobody getting in front of that freight train.
Giannis, the engine behind this squad still. By 10. Antetokounmpo, in his native language, Yoruba, means the crown has come home. Looking very regal right there. Here's our next ESPN NBA Sunday Showcase doubleheader. Luka Doncic and the Mavs host Tyrese Maxey and the Sixers, 1 Eastern, noon Central. Then Steph and the Warriors finish up their 4-game road trip against Jason Tatum and the Celtics, who have the association's best record Coverage begins with NBA Countdown at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 a.m. Causes a timeout.
I mean, this guy, just the spin off of Drummond, the easy flush. But how about this off of the offensive rebound? What? You can't give him that runway.
Jake, the Bulls, they lead by 10. Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the way for Milwaukee with 38 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. 12 minutes to go when we come back to Chicago. Up in his jersey, standing on it. Chi-Town. Pat Bev's in the house.
The NBA on ESPN is presented all season long by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
By Taylor. Makes it 105-89. Got a timeout. A homecoming tonight for Patrick Beverley, the Milwaukee Bucks, on a heater right now, going off here in the fourth quarter. Beverley defensively does his thing, but offensively, Stephanie, he's turned into training day Denzel Washington right here.
Oh, I see where you're going with that. He certainly has. He has owned the fourth quarter. 14, 5 of 8 from the floor. And is he really saying too small?
Well, he was.
Come on now.
Matchup has Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets squaring off against LeBron and the Lakers at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Coverage tips with NBA Countdown at 8. Final quick thoughts, Stephanie, on the night from the Bucks.
A second half of a back-to-back. It wasn't always pretty, but finding ways to continue to grow on the defensive end of the floor.
And we have Lillard and Giannis doing the work. Things usually turn out well. Bucks win at 113-97. For Stephanie White, Katie George, and the whole entire crew, I'm Mark Jones, folks. Thanks for watching. Coming up next, Sports Center with Linda and Stan is next. Good night.